Hi, this is Steve from Japanese Challenge. This video will be about making a Japanese sentence. This video will cover how to use particles in a sentence. It will help you to better understand Japanese word order, and it will show you how to make longer and more complex sentences. In Japanese, there are three basic sentence patterns. Noun is noun, or noun wa noun-desu, where wa is the particle used to indicate a topic. The second pattern is noun is adjective, or noun wa adjective des, and the third pattern is noun verb. All Japanese sentences follow one of these three patterns. First, I will cover the noun wa noun des pattern. The first sentence is inu desu. It's a dog. This is a perfectly good Japanese sentence. You just need a noun plus des. Des is or am, are, etc. Next sentence, Tanaka-san wa gakusei desu. Tanaka-san is a student. Honda wa kuruma desu. Honda is a car. Watashi wa Amerikajin desu. I am American. Kore wa dare no kutsu desu ka? Whose shoes are these? You will notice in this last sentence I have added ka. Any of these sentences can be made into a question by adding ka. So in the first sentence, one could say, inu desu ka? Is it a dog? Or in the second sentence, Tanaka-san wa gakusei desu ka? Is Tanaka-san a student? The second pattern is noun is adjective. Omoshiroi desu. It is interesting. The des makes this sentence more formal. You could also say just omoshiroi. Omoshiroi standing alone also means it is interesting and is a complete Japanese sentence. The second sentence, bara wa kirei desu. The roses are beautiful. You will notice kirei is an adjective, but it is a na adjective. There are two general types of adjectives in Japanese. One is an I ending adjectives and the other are na adjectives. Third sentence, biru wa takai desu. The building is tall. Next, niku wa oishii desu. The meat is tasty. Kurasu wa tsumaranai desu ka? Is class boring? You will notice here I've added ka, again making it a sentence. So you can make any of these sentences a question by simply adding ka. In the first sentence you could say omoshiroi desu ka? In the second sentence, bara wa kirei desu ka? Are the roses beautiful? Biru wa takai desu. Biru wa takai desu ka? Is the building tall? The third form is noun verb. Ikimashita is a complete Japanese sentence meaning he went. Could also mean she went, they went. Wakarimashita. Understanding took place. I understood. Terebi o mimasu. I watch TV. Kohi o nomimasu. I drink coffee. Uchi ni kaerimasu. She returns home. Karate yarimasu ka? Do you do karate? Again, I've added ka to make it a question. So in the first sentence, you could say ikimashita ka? Did he go? Or did she go? In the second sentence, wakarimashita ka? Did you understand? With these three basic patterns now, I'm going to now start to make a sentence. I'm going to build a Japanese sentence. So we start with a verb, ikimashita. Ikimashita means I went, he went, she went. There's no context for this sentence, so you don't know exactly who went. But ikimashita standing alone is a complete sentence. Next, I will add a topic. Tanaka-san wa ikimashita. We now know who went. Tanaka-san went. Wa is the topic marker, which is after Tanaka-san, indicates that Tanaka is the topic. When you see wa, it means something like, as for Tanaka, or speaking about Tanaka, you're calling to the attention to the listener that you're talking about Tanaka. The fact that he went is the important point. So whatever's after wa is what's important in the sentence. Next, we're going to add a time element to the sentence. Tanaka-san wa nichiyoubi gogo 3 ji ni ikimashita. So I've now added the time element, and you will notice that the time element is followed by ni, the particle ni. So we're saying on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Next, I'm going to add a destination to the sentence. Where did he go? Tanaka-san wa nichiyoubi gogo 3時に代々木公園に行きました. So we are learning that he went to Yoyogi Koen, which is Yoyogi Park. And you will notice that Yoyogi Park, the destination, is also marked by ni. So here we have a sentence. We have now 3 particles in the sentence. The wa indicating the topic, we have ni indicating the time, and we have ni indicating where or destination. And you have 2 ni's, which is perfectly okay. The ni particle has different purposes in the sentence. And how do you know which ni is being used? Well, it's purely by context. Now we're going to add companion to the sentence. Who did he go with? Tanaka-san wa nichiyoubi gogo 3時に Steve to Yoyogi Koen ni ikimashita. So he went with Steve. You will notice that Steve is followed by the particle to, which is the marker for companion. We now have 4 particles in this sentence. We're now going to add means to the sentence. How was the action carried out? Tanaka-san wa nichiyoubi gogo 3時に Steve to kuruma de Yoyogi Koen ni ikimashita. So we learned that he went by car, kuruma de. So de indicates means. We now have 5 particles in this sentence. Next, we're going to add an adverb to the sentence which modifies the verb. How did he go? Tanaka-san wa nichiyoubi gogo 3時に Steve to kuruma de Yoyogi Koen ni isoide ikimashita. Isoide is the te form of the verb isogu, which means to hurry. So, or in this case, it means quickly. I could have also used the adverb hayaku. So he went quickly. Typically, the adverb is placed directly before the verb. Next, we're going to add adjectives to the sentence. We're going to add a relative clause to modify the word car. Tanaka-san wa nichiyoubi gogo 3時に Steve to 最近友達から借りたHondaの車で代々木公園に急いで行きました. So we're describing the car by saying it's a Honda car which he recently borrowed from a friend. And we say that by using the words that are in red, 最近友達から借りたHonda no kuruma. So Honda no kuruma, the no there is the possessive no. So Honda no kuruma means a car described by the type Honda. So a Honda car. And we modified that by 最近tomodachi kara karita. Saikin means recently, tomodachi means friend, kara means from, karita is the past form of kariru, means to borrow, so karita Honda. A car that he borrowed recently from his friend. Now how did we form this relative phrase? If we were to make it a sentence, it would be tomodachi kara Honda no kuruma o karita. So he borrowed a car from a friend, and we simply take the karita and transpose it to before Honda, making it a relative clause. Now we're going to add a compound sentence with kara and modify Steve further. News ni yoru to 代々木公園の祭りは5時までだったから、田中さんは日曜日午後3時に祭りを見たことがないスティーブと最近友達から借りたホンダの車で代々木公園に急いで行きました. Okay, so now we have a much longer sentence. And this new part that we've added means, according to the news, because the Yoyogi Park Festival was only open until 5 o'clock, Mr. Tanaka on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock hurriedly went to Yoyogi Park with Steve, who had never seen a festival, using a Honda car which he recently borrowed from a friend. Obviously, this is a very contrived sentence, which we typically would not say, but the purpose here is to show the use of the particles and the relative clauses, etc. So we formed a relative clause in the beginning marked by the word kara. So news ni yoruto means according to the news. Yoruto is a combined phrase. Yoyogi koen no matsuri, so the matsuri described by Yoyogi Koen, so the festival in Yoyogi Park. Wa is the topic market of that sentence. We're talking about the festival. Goji made, until 5. Data wa is the past informal form of des. Kara, because. So we have a whole sentence here that says basically, because the Yoyogi Park Festival was only open until 5 o'clock, Tanaka-san jumped in his car and went with Steve to the festival. Now we are also modifying Steve by putting in front of Steve a new phrase, Matsuri o mita koto ga nai, Steve. So Matsuri o mita koto ga nai. Koto ga nai is a stock phrase which means you do not have the experience or has never experienced. Mita is the past tense of miru or mita, means saw. Matsuri o mita means festival, seen a festival. Matsuri is festival, o mita koto ga nai, Steve. So the whole phrase there is Steve who has never seen a festival before, describing Steve. This is the same sentence as the previous page. I have simply included the kanji. I will now read the whole sentence slowly. News ni yoru to, Yoyogi Koen no Matsuri wa 5 時までだったから、田中さんは日曜日午後3時に祭りを見たことがないスティーブと最近友達から借りたホンダの車で代々木公園に急いで行きました。You will note that we have 15 particles in this sentence, and I can, just to summarize them, it's news ni yoru to, so news ni yoru to is a stock phrase, meaning according to. Yoyogi Koen no Matsuri, so Koen no Matsuri, a festival in Yoyogi Park. So Yoyogi Park Festival, wa indicates the topic of that relative clause. 5時まで until 5, was, data was, kara means because. So because of this relative clause, Tanaka-san wa, again the topic of the sentence, wa 5時まで ni, indicating time, Matsuri o mita koto ga nai Steve. So Matsuri o mita koto ga nai is the experience. Steve, who had never had the experience of seeing a festival. Steve to, with Steve. Saikin tomodachi kara, so from a friend. Honda no kuruma, a Honda car. De, by means of. Yoyogi Koen ni, to Yoyogi Park. Isoide ikimashita, hurriedly went. So these are guidelines to make a Japanese sentence. The verb is always at the end of the sentence and is the core of the sentence. So when you're looking at a sentence to translate, or when you want to make a sentence, think about the verb. Leave out the subject if clear from context. You don't have to always say watashi wa or Tanaka-san wa if it is clear from context what you're talking about. The subject and or topic, if applicable, is always at the beginning of the sentence. Modifiers such as adjectives, adverbs, nouns, etc. always come before the word modified. Particles follow and attach to words and define how words relate to the verb and to each other. Changing a particle attached to a word will change its meaning. Particles do not define word order. You could change the word order of the sentences in this example, and it would not change the meaning because the meaning is defined by the particles attached to the word. Japanese word order is flexible. Between the subject at the beginning of the sentence and the verb at the end, words with their attached particles can be rearranged without changing the meaning of the sentence. There is a preferred Japanese sentence word order. Changing word order affects emphasis, not meaning. Important information generally goes towards the end of the sentence, closer to the verb. But this is somewhat subjective. Again, you could change the word order without changing the meaning of the sentence. Typically, your topic and subject are marked by wa, ga, or mo. Time is typically indicated by ni, kara, or made. Kara being from, made mean to. Companion is typically marked by to. Means typically marked by de, such as by car, kuruma de. Place where something happens or action takes place is typically marked by de. Destination can be marked by ni. The object, direct object, is marked by o. And lastly, the verb comes at the end of the sentence.